Today we're going to go through how to write an entire article with good quality content using ChatGPT. We are going to be using the Plus version. You can use 3.5. You can also use the API if you have it connected. This one, in particular, I'm just going to show you how you can get really good content that you can actually write an article with. And then what I would do is we send it in this situation, it's going to be an article that we write for one of our clients who is a chiropractor. After I have written the entire article, I send it over to the chiropractor who then goes through it, makes any type of legal changes he needs to, since they are under extremely strict licensing laws, and even down to what words you can use and how you write the word chiropractor within their name and things like that. So this is quite, whenever you're working in these fields and medical fields, in any kind of regulated mortgage industry, fields like that, you have to be very careful that you are obeying all the regulations. And a lot of times those change, and they also may be different from state to state in the United States and in other countries as well. So you always want to check with your client first and make sure that you, first of all, that they give you all of those rules that will help you write some of the content, but also they will need to review. You can't just have a regular American editor reviewing it unless they're a chiropractor themselves. I just don't recommend that. Once we really know a client, so for instance, we know the real estate industry very well. So when we work within the real estate industry, we don't need to have everything checked and double checked since we already know all of those regulations. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you now. I love my SEOwriter.ai. I have that linked in the description. So if you want to click on that, that is my favorite article writer. It gives you unlimited AI images, and I really like the way that it works. It does give really good quality content. However, as with all of these AIs, we have discovered since using them since November of 2023 that they do like to write fluff. So you do have to check your articles and you still have to edit them. You cannot take them just from what AI gives you and then publish them. Now, typically right here, we're in my ChatGPT 4 page, and I already have the title of the article that I want to write. Now, typically, and I'm not going to show you this part here due to privacy rules that I have with my clients, but typically we would have custom GPTs set up, and we create one custom GPT per client. So in that, we're going to have your pain points, their audience, their avatar. We train the AI to use their before and afters, and we write directly to the avatar. And so all of that is put into a custom GPT that we create for each of the clients. And this way, the content will then be written in that client's tone of voice. We train it for that. It's going to be in their location, their geographical area, especially if that's something that's important, like for a chiropractor. That's very important because they only work service one area. So you want to make sure that, and then of course we want to make it all match with their Google business. Their NAP has to be correct. There's a lot of different things, and we create a custom GPT to cover all of those things. In this instance, I'm not going to show you that today. We're going to write an article in general, just so I can show you how this article can be done. Once this article, so that I don't waste this article, what I'm going to do is we will then put this entire article into another chat, and we're going to pull in the custom GPT and say, please rewrite this article using everything in the custom GPT. This way I won't have to rewrite the whole thing. So and we're going to give just a little, bit of a background. So the title to this is, Can a Chiropractor Help with Daily Headaches? So before that, I wanted to make sure, because I did my Google research in incognito, and I know that I want to replace one of his blog articles on his website that was written back in 20 10. I think I wrote it back in 2010 or something. And I've been doing his marketing for 23 years now. So we have to replace some of the old articles or revamp them or add to them. So this is what we're going to be doing. There's already an article about headaches on the site, but it was based on a term that was searched back then that is not being searched now. So I redid the keyword research and I came up with this topic of, can a chiropractor help with daily headaches? So now what I'm going to do is I'm putting my cursor before that because I don't want to erase this. So I'm going to, and I didn't put it in my notes, so I'm just going to start here and say I am writing an article on this topic. And then I'm going to say, please give me a keyword-rich outline for this topic, for this article. Let's just say that. This is going on a blog for a chiropractor who wants to rank for this keyword phrase. Please use okay, I think that's good enough for a start. Let's see. I'm writing an article on this topic. Can a chiropractor help with daily headaches? Please give me a keyword-rich outline for this article. This is going on a blog for a chiropractor who wants to rank for this keyword phrase. Okay, so let's see what they come up with for a outline. It already started with its wonderful fluff, trying to show off how smart he is. It's funny. He starts this little intro paragraph. Okay, so already I see some things we don't want in here. So I am going to all right. We're not going to use, I'm not going to worry about the conclusion. I never use conclusion in my articles. And if you've watched my other videos, you'll know why I don't ever use conclusions. If not, you need to go back and get those because it would take like about 8 minutes to explain that. It says he's using secondary keywords such as chiropractic care for headaches, chiropractic treatment for migraines. But I think migraines really needs to be its own article. So I'm not sure that I really like that one in there. Benefits of adjustments, natural headache relief. Okay. We already have article. We don't want to cannibalize. Let's see, basics of headaches are important. This is important. Headache relief, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Success stories, of course, that's good. We have those. We already have those reviews, so that's good. Yep, that's good too. And then tips on selecting. Okay, we also only want to recommend the chiropractor that owns this website. This is just so we don't have so much editing to do. Okay, so let's see what it, let's see if he'll give me. Okay, I see what he's doing now. All right, so understanding approach to headache relief. Okay, this is good. All right. All right. All right. So this is good. All right. So now, okay. So he says it carefully avoids overlapping with general chiropractic care, content, and positions him as the go-to. Okay. That's what we wanted. So now what we're going to do, so this is the outline, which is pretty good. There's 11 places. Well, 10, not including the call to action, let's just say. So now what we do is we are going to take this part here. Actually, what I usually do is take it all and put it into a Google document. But because I'm trying to save time and not have you hang out here so long, I tend to do long videos. So I'm going to take this part here now. And because you never ask chat to write the entire article. So if you say, okay, now take this outline and write an article, it's going to be crappy. It's not going to be detailed. It's going to be too short. There's going to be a lot of problems with it. So what we do is we take one section at a time. And I reiterate what that section is because chat likes to mix it up. So we're going to take this. So I just do this right here. And I'm going to say, please now write the introduction along with these sub points, along with, and then I'll put this. Yeah. All right. Please now write the introduction along with, and then I'll put this. And so now we're going to ask it to do the introduction. So now chat's going to write that introduction. And here we want to look for the fluff because a lot of times in the introduction, AIs love to write like trying to be smarty pants, trying to tell it like a story, which we don't want. So it just now see it says okay, daily headaches, introduction as a solution, and we'll have we'll go into this more. All right, so there we got that. So now we're going to go to the next one. And then what I do is later I go through and edit it all. But so now we're going to take this section and say, now please write. And then we're going to put that in there. And let's see what happens here. And again, you're going to want to go through, your editors want to go through this, get all the fluff out before you send it to your client, before he looks at any kind of, especially if it's a plastic surgeon, a dentist, chiropractor, a mortgage broker, loan officer, insurance agents, very important. They're very heavily regulated in what they can say and what they cannot say. So what I like the way that it's doing its points, it's getting, so this is how you get good quality content from chat. Now, the other place you can go and get really good content is going to be Claude 2. But I have found that if I break this up, it's just much simpler for us to use chat. If I was writing this in SEO Writer, I'm not going to get, it's going to be a good article, but it's not going to be technical enough for the kind that for a medical, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of hard to explain. What I really like about Claude though is you can request it to go and get the data from medical journals and things like that. So you can get some more in-depth, but we're looking at getting patients for for the doctor, for the chiropractor. We're not looking to get him, accolades from other chiropractors, in other words. So we don't need to get so granular as to be quoting, but we do want to source this. So we're going to ask ChatGPT to go in and source this once it gets us all the content, okay? And so let's go back to our place here. All right, so we wanted understanding daily headaches. All right, that's okay. There's no fluff there, except for things like this is, I could take out that nuance. Whenever you start to see words like nuances, there's certain words that AI likes to use to prove how smart it is, and you're going to want to get rid of a lot of that kind of stuff. Tension type migraines. Okay, they're covering migraines a little bit, so this would be okay because we could write an entire article on migraines and then link this section to it for our topical authority and our clusters, so that should work. All right, that's good. All right, so that's good. That's pretty good. It's getting, you're just going to get a lot better quality by doing this. And so we're going to go through and we're going to do this for every single one of these. All I'm going to do, see, I'm just copying right here. And we don't want this basics. Remember, we didn't want that. So let's go back down. Okay, understanding dig. Okay, this is the one we want. And let's go, I don't know that I can turn on the web access. We'll see. I forgot. I forgot to turn that on, so it's might not work here. No, it didn't work. Okay. Let's see. All right, so let's exit out of that. Let's turn off the web. It's not going to be able to go get the information we have on him, which is fine because we're going to put this into a custom, his custom GPT to make that work. So you see how this is happening. So again, like I said, you're still going to have it edited and all of that, but it's writing all of this. This is just helps you to go just to get the, so I'm not missing any important points, right? So at the very end, you will ask Chat for a list of resources and to source this to prove that it's true, because you want Chat itself to check everything. And so I kind of wanted you to see, of course, we have to break up these long paragraphs, but I kind of wanted you to see how that looks like at the end. But let's see, I don't think we're going to have time. It's going to take you too long to, yeah, because we still have 1, 2, 3. So it would just take us a few more minutes, and that's taking too long. So anyway, at the very end, what we would do is ask Chat right here to list our sources, to back it up, and to recheck and say, please go through everything you have just written, make sure it's all factual, make sure, and yada, yada, okay? And then that way you can have some sources to link to, studies, things like that, which are always very beneficial on a medical website. I hope this helps you out a lot in understanding how to do an article piece by piece. So that's the most important thing. In my next video, we'll take another topic and we will go into SEO Writer, and we will do one in SEO Writer. Well, actually not. The very next one will be another real estate article. So stay tuned for that. And then the next video that I do will be where I'm going to walk you through all of SEO Writer, because they added a bunch of new things that are really, really cool. So we'll go through all of that and write an article with that. All right. See you on the next video.